We're back. If you remember when I cut the sides off, that big Coke security cage, I cut that at 20.5 inches on our posts and welded them back together. I did that for a reason. It's 41 inches wide. Our door from that security cage is 41 inches wide. So I planned that from the start. Save us a little bit of work in the long run, but at the same time, we got to cut all these bars, cut all these barbecue grate loose. We've got 18 inches from here down to this bar, 27 inches from here up to this bar right here. So if we cut our frame and cut the frame and do the same thing at the top bar, cut the frame here, and we can remove all the little tack welds through here and down here, cut the bars, and we can utilize the framing around it, around here, and we'll have the framing for our door. Don't have to, all I got to do is just burn the welds back together. That'll give us 2 inches shy on height, 47 inches tall on the trap. That'll give us a 45-inch tall door. That'll give some clearance to swing it open for the ground, because this trap's so heavy it's obviously going to sink into the ground a bit. So that's a project right now. I've called Patrick, summoned him, rubbed the genie in the bottle, asked him to bring some grinding wheels for us because we're way through a lot of them what we had. He's going to bring us a new array, and he'll be here soon, get some video, and I'm going to get to work starting to cut this loose. So it's roughly about 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Time to wake the neighbors up. You can see why I have Patrick bringing me grinding wheels. Got one left. Patrick! Hey, what's up? Oh, they're... I just grind the other side down now. This other first side went easy. I only missed one weld. that's good for the grinding on that part. Now we'll have to put it on the chop saw, cut the frame loose, flip it, cut all the bars loose. Didn't take quite as long as I thought it would anyway. Alright, be sure you hold that when you're cutting it on the far end, because she'll bind up. And you can see that cut shifted because of the weight on it, but it also shifted in too. So when I re-weld this later on, I'm going to have to tweak that back out, kind of like we did the frame. I'll do these other ones. Alright, got all 4 of them cut loose. They bind a bit, but come loose alright. Hey, I hear Patrick. Pat's here. Alright, we're just in time too, because I just finished, and now we need to cut all the bars. So we'll get a cutting wheel from Patrick and get to work just in time. Not even no time for a break.
One wheel down.
Always chewed up one wheel over here. That's nice and light compared to what it was before. Another wheel, guys. A lot of pressure on that steel pushing down. Patrick bought really thin wheels. I've never used them this thin before, but that's okay. We got one more wheel to go and then we're out. Alright guys, what I'm going to do, that door's kind of warped. It's bowed like this, up and down. So I left a little gap down in there, and this way I'm going to weld this side, and then I'll bend that door against the weld, and try to straighten that door out after it's tacked together. Alright, I got as close as I could, just eyeballing it. And you see we got the gap in there still, so when you're welding a gap like that, trying to fill it in, what's going to happen is eventually about halfway through that weld, that gap's going to start opening up. You're going to start burning a hole in it. So just jump the hole, weld the other side, and then come back to it and fill your hole in. Makes for a lot of editing. That's how I was doing it today, so by myself. Much better.